In today's video, we're breaking down how much 7,113 XRP tokens could be worth by 2026, and whether that number could change your life. But before we dive in, I just want to say, if you're looking for a solid exchange to trade crypto, I personally use WEEX. It's reliable, has deep liquidity, super low fees, and a massive selection of coins. Right now, you can claim up to $30,000 in sign-up bonuses and trade with up to 400x leverage. Best part? No KYC required. Use the link in the description to sign up and claim your bonus today. With XRP currently priced at $3 and a total market cap of approximately $182 billion, the key question is no longer how much it's worth today. It's how much it could be worth by 2026. Could your current stack, valued at $21,339, turn into a life-changing amount? To start, let's map out some potential price levels. If XRP doubles to $6, your 7,113 tokens would be worth $42,678. A 3x increase, putting XRP at $9, would bring your total to $64,017. A $10 price point gives you $71,130, and if XRP hits $20, that balloons to $142,260. But what if XRP reaches $50? The moonshot many dream about. That would value your 7,113 XRP at an incredible $355,650. But let's slow down. To truly evaluate whether those price points are achievable, we need to look at XRP's market cap at each of those levels, especially the higher ones. At $10, XRP's market cap would be approximately $606 billion. At $20, it would surge to about $1.212 trillion. And at $50, we're talking about a massive $3.03 trillion market cap. That would make XRP the most valuable digital asset of all time, a milestone that would require explosive adoption, massive liquidity, and total mainstream integration. So, is XRP on that trajectory? Let's break down the real-world factors that could fuel such a rise. The first major pillar is Ripple's on-demand liquidity system. ODL eliminates the need for pre-funded Nostro accounts by using XRP as a bridge currency to move money across borders instantly. As of 2025, Ripple has been scaling ODL to regions with high remittance volume, including Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America. These regions deal with slow and expensive transfers under the current financial system. ODL offers them a faster, cheaper alternative, and that translates to greater volume flowing through XRP. On top of that, Ripple has made impressive strides with RippleNet, its enterprise-grade global payment network. Over 500 financial institutions are connected or actively piloting Ripple's technology, making it one of the most widely integrated blockchain platforms in traditional finance. Every expansion of RippleNet increases XRP's potential utility, especially if institutions opt into using XRP through ODL. Meanwhile, central bank interest is growing. Ripple has entered partnerships and pilot programs with multiple governments to test CBDC infrastructure. While XRP itself is not a central bank digital currency, Ripple has positioned it as a bridge asset for interoperability between CBDCs. If major economies implement this model at scale, XRP's transaction volume could multiply dramatically. Let's not forget about the XRP ledger. Far from being just a payment system, the XRPL is growing into a multifunctional blockchain ecosystem. Developers are building decentralized finance, DeFi applications, NFT platforms, and tokenized real-world assets, RWAs, directly on the ledger. Ripple has also been working on enabling smart contract functionality through sidechains, making the XRPL even more versatile. These use cases matter. They add utility. And in crypto, utility translates into demand. Now, looking at the legal front, the SEC lawsuit cast a shadow over XRP for years. But in 2023, a major legal milestone was achieved when a judge ruled that XRP is not a security when traded on public exchanges. This decision led to the token being relisted on top exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken. In 2025, XRP now enjoys a clearer regulatory status than many of its peers. Institutions prefer regulatory clarity, and that could bring more volume and long-term holding to XRP. Ripple has also taken steps to distance itself from centralized risk. Unlike some projects that operate under opaque governance models, Ripple has increased transparency around its XRP holdings and treasury strategies. This has reassured many investors that the project has long-term sustainability in mind. Now let's talk about supply dynamics. XRP has a capped total supply of 100 billion, and every transaction burns a small amount of XRP, making it slightly deflationary over time. While this burn rate is relatively low, if XRP usage increases substantially through ODL and CBDC bridging, the supply pressure could tighten, boosting price. What about the community? Despite setbacks over the years, XRP maintains one of the most dedicated and vocal communities in crypto. Community strength isn't just about memes and tweets. It drives awareness, adoption, and support for integrations, exchanges, and institutional partnerships. Now back to price scenarios. What's realistic? In a conservative scenario, XRP could reach between $6 and $9. That would value your 7,113 XRP at $42,678 to $64,017. That's already a meaningful gain from today's valuation of $21,339. In a moderate bull run, with continued expansion of ODL, institutional support, and adoption of Ripple's tech across financial sectors, XRP could rise to $10, $20. That brings your holdings to $71,130 to $142,260. And in an aggressive, full adoption scenario where XRP is widely used for cross-border payments and as a CBDC bridge, the $50 mark becomes possible, giving you a potential value of $355,650. It's important to stay realistic, though. A $3 trillion market cap is extremely ambitious, and reaching it would likely require not just crypto-wide adoption, but a fundamental reshaping of global financial infrastructure. Still, XRP doesn't have to hit $50 to make a huge impact on your portfolio. Even $10, $20 is life-changing for many investors. So, what's next? If Ripple continues signing major partnerships, if CBDC pilots evolve into nationwide rollouts, and if RippleNet grows its presence in underserved markets, the future for XRP looks extremely promising. But this also means keeping an eye on risks. Regulatory uncertainty still lingers in some countries. Competitors like Stellar and other emerging fintech solutions are always evolving, and macroeconomic factors can influence crypto adoption and market momentum. If you're holding XRP, it's worth staying informed and having a long-term strategy. The coming months and years could be critical. It's not just about hoping for gains, it's about understanding the vision and following the progress. The next few years are likely to define whether XRP remains a top-tier asset or fades into the background. But if everything aligns, your 7,113 XRP could be one of the smartest investments you've ever made. Let me know in the comments. What's your XRP target price for 2026? Are you planning to hold long-term or take profits on the way up? Make sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll catch you in the next Crypto Deep Dive.